So excited we get to talk about love today. It's like my favorite subject, I think. Hola my beautiful lotus flowers, welcome back or welcome to my channel. If you're into nerding out on everything astrology, spirituality, and positive transformation, this is the community for you. Thank you so much for choosing to be here with me on my channel and sharing these precious moments with me. Today we're talking all about what to expect if you're interested in dating a Leo and the top 3 zodiac matches that I believe might go well with the Leo. I just want y'all to remember who are watching this that love is a super unpredictable matter, and I don't think at all that it's written in the stars who you're meant to be with as far as astrology goes. I do think it depends on situation to situation. But what I want you to realize here is that there is a lot of different energies flowing through everybody, and some of those energies may clash and some of those energies may intertwine seamlessly. And I'm just here to try and help you navigate those patterns, whether you're gonna clash with somebody or whether you might really have great compatible energy with them. That might be written in the stars. So if you like somebody who's a Leo, or if you're a Leo yourself and curious about who you might go well with, keep watching. Let's start with the 5 most important things that I find to be the most important factors you may want to know about dating a Leo. Number 1 would be that Leos love to have fun and just enjoy life. If you are planning on dating a Leo, it probably means you're going to be out socializing a lot, hanging out with people, doing active things that are out in the world. So if you're an extreme introvert and that does not sound appealing to you, you may want to rethink going after a Leo. Now, again, this depends a lot on their moon sign because the moon sign controls their emotional nature, but for the most part, Leos are gonna want to be out and about, exploring and socializing. Number 2 is that Leos are extremely devoted and loyal to you once they decide that they're going to try a relationship with you, or once they decide that they love you. So Leos are a fixed fire sign. Fixed signs means that they're usually kind of stuck in their ways and tend to be more stubborn and also very loyal individuals. So if they truly care about you, and trust me, Leos are passionate once they're in love. So once they figure out that they love you and decide that they want to be with you, they're going to pretty much be a ride or die. Unless you do something that they deem as messed up or hurtful, then they definitely have no problem leaving you. But if you reach obstacles, you have situations where you need to communicate or whatever it is, they're willing to stick by you through those hardships. Number 3 that you should know about dating a Leo is even though they may be very loyal to you once they love you, there is a trade-off. You need to make them your number 1 priority and constantly shower them in admiration and flattery and make them feel like royalty in order to keep them. They love huge romantic displays of affection. They love a ton of affectionate interaction. They love everything about romance. So if you're clearly not willing to make them the number 1 priority in your life, and you're also not willing to shower them in affection and attention, then it's probably not going to work out, or you guys are going to argue a lot, or your Leo is going to up and leave you with no remorse. Number 4 is that their confidence is almost unmatched, so they have no problem leaving you if they feel that they need to do so. If you do something that they deem as messed up, hurtful, shameful, whatever it may be in the relationship that they don't like and is big enough for them to leave you, they will literally not hesitate, because to them, their confidence is so strong, and their pride is also strong, and they have a healthy ego, and they feel like the energy they expend on their relationship is extremely precious. And if you pretty much betray that, then they're going to have no problem cutting off their energy from you and making sure they don't spend any more of it on you. And with that being said, they're also not usually the type to linger and bother with like stupid pettiness or play games with you to try and get back at you or try and figure the relationship out through pettiness and revenge or spitefulness. they're just gonna up and leave. Number 5 is that they are extremely blunt and straightforward. They are not afraid to express what they want, what they need, and tell you how they feel at any time. They are not about playing games, and you won't really have to play games or guess around when it comes to a Leo, because they will make it known how they feel. Whether you think that's a good or a bad thing is up to you, but they are not hiding it. If I have any Leos watching this, or someone who's interested in a Leo, leave a comment down below. I'm curious to know. And also be sure that you don't forget to like, to subscribe, and hit the bell before we move on. Now the fun part, let's talk about the top 3 Zodiac love matches I feel would be really good with a Leo. The number 1 choice that I think would potentially go great with a Leo is a Sagittarius. Sagittariuses are a fellow fire sign, just like the Leos are a fire sign, but Leos are the fixed fire sign. Like I said before, they have that kind of stubborn, stuck in their way, loyal nature about them. Sagittariuses are known as a mutable fire sign, so they kind of go with the flow a bit more. They're willing to adapt to different situations and people. So I think this would go really well with Leo energy, just because of the fact that Leos love their freedom. They have a lot of confidence. They love going out, and Sagittarians are known for their explorative nature. They love being adventurous, and they also love taking life kind of lighthearted and really traveling and learning more about the deeper things in life. And they just really want to have fun, and both signs are very concerned with having fun and exploring the joys of life. So I think they go really well together and have a lot of fun together. Sagittarians are also known to be pretty funny. They have a very sarcastic, charismatic, and witty sense of humor. And a sense of humor is great for a Leo because, again, they're so fun-loving. If you can make them laugh all the time, they will probably love you. And on top of that, since again they're both fire signs, they're both super passionate. And even though Leos may be a bit more passionate about romance than a Sagittarius may, they're still so fiery and full of that spark that they're probably going to have a really great romance. But again, they are both fire signs, so fire on fire can be a bit of an explosion sometimes. So the only thing that I would warn to be aware of if you're a Sagittarius or a Leo looking to be with the other is that Sagittarians are known to kind of have a sharp tongue sometimes. Again, they love to be funny and sarcastic and stuff, but it might come off kind of cold or sharp or hit a Leo wrong, especially because Leos have that healthy ego and that confidence, and Sagittarius might make like a sarcastic joke or a comment or a snide remark that Leos don't like, and it may cause an argument. So just be aware of that. The second sign that I think would go really great with a Leo are Geminis. So Geminis are another mutable sign, again meaning they like to go with the flow and they're adaptable, but they are an air sign. So I think this would go great with Leo because Geminis really do value having a partner that's able to be independent. They also like having that freedom, and they also do usually like to socialize and be out and about with people and doing things. So again, this is going to blend really well with Leos who just want to be out there in the world and they want to be doing something fun, but they also do not like the constraints of feeling like their partner has a bunch of regulations and rules that they have to live by. Geminis don't typically do that. So they're going to go really well together and kind of have a free-spirited relationship with respect for each other. And although they are both very fun-loving and Geminis are kind of laid back, Geminis are known to be very great communicators. One of the things that air signs are usually great with is intellectual communication and just being able to express what they feel or what they want to say very well to other people. And this can make Geminis very good at handling situations objectively sometimes, whereas Leos really do tend to lead with passion and they get enticed by the things they want and they kind of rush into things, and Geminis might be able to communicate very well with them and also just be like, look, you know, my brain did some analysis on that situation, and I don't think it's too great, you know? So it can be a really good thing for Leos to have someone who's willing to communicate situations to them or feelings to them in a way that will help keep them grounded a little bit. Now, one thing to be aware of between these two though is that Geminis tend to have a very short attention span, and they'll jump from topic to topic, task to task, person to person, and won't even think twice about it. And again, Leos value very much being the center of attention from their partner. They want to have their partner's eyes and attention on them pretty much all the time. So this may clash sometimes with if they feel like a Gemini is not focusing on them and not paying enough attention to them, because their attention span just goes everywhere. So that's something to definitely watch out for. The third sign that I think will go great with the Leo is an Aquarius. And now Aquarius is actually the sign that's completely opposite Leo on the zodiac wheel. And this can kind of cause like an opposites attract type of attraction between the two, because an Aquarius can really balance out a Leo in a lot of situations, and a Leo can also do the same for an Aquarius. Aquarius is another air sign, and they tend to be one of the more eccentric air signs, very innovative. They're always kind of thinking outside of the box, and it can make them kind of quirky and funny. And honestly, you never really know what to expect from them. They're full of surprises, and that's something that a Leo will really enjoy, because Leos do not like to be bored, and they love indulging in the happy, fun things in life. And in this way, an Aquarius will bring a little bit of adventure and spark and enticement to their everyday lives, because again, you just don't know what an Aquarius might come up with at any second. Again, just like Leos, Aquariuses tend to really value individuality and freedom. They do not like being restrained or told what to do at all. So Leos also don't like this at all. Now, as long as an Aquarius is willing to make the Leo their number one in their life, then this is going to be great for them, because both of them know that they can be separate people, be independent, but also love each other equally. On top of that, you know, Leos can sometimes be overpowering to certain types of people, just because they really love, again, being the center of attention. They love feeling royal, they love being out there and making themselves known, and sometimes their ego may rub other people the wrong way. But this is why an Aquarius would be good for them, because Aquariuses don't really take easy offense to things at all. They're kind of just whatever, you know. They're not really the first zodiac sign to hear something and think too hard about it and think,
what do they mean by that? Are they trying to say something about me?
So they won't really get too offended or overwhelmed by the way that a Leo can display their ego at times. Now, speaking of Leo's ego, the one thing that these two might have to watch out for is that Aquarians can sometimes come off a bit aloof or disinterested. Like, they can just kind of come off like, okay, whatever, you know, like they don't really know how to react or whatever it may be, and they may not mean anything by it, but this can offend a Leo's ego, because they might kind of be like, hello, like, why aren't you telling me I look good? Why aren't you paying attention to me right now? Excuse me, you know. So just be careful of that. Again, please leave a comment down below if you are a Leo yourself, or if you're interested in someone who's a Leo. And if you haven't already, be sure to hop over to the LaBlue Lotus Facebook community if you're interested in talking even more about everything astrology, spirituality, and transformation. The link will be in the description box down below for you. And if you haven't already, I highly recommend that you watch these videos to learn more about astrology. I have a whole series of basics for beginners, and I have many more videos to come out in the future. And once again, I appreciate you so much for being here and for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next video. Adios.